Right. In our NCERT textbook, given to one of the important diagram, that diagram represent the floral parts of the flower. This is one flower. This is a complete flower. How to decide it? This is a complete flower. In that complete flower, sepals, petals, androecium, gynoecium, all floral parts are present in that one flower. That is called complete flower. Complete flower. Right. Here, flower is a modified shoot meant for sexual reproduction. A typical flower consisting of four whorls of modified leaves such as calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Next one actually here, the stalk of the flower is called pedicel. The stalk of the flower is called pedicel. First of all, the flowers are developed from the inflorescence region. The flowers are developed from the inflorescence region. Inflorescence is a modified shoot. The flowers are developed at the apical region, or terminal region, and also developed at the axillary positions also. Here, maximum in most of the plants, the flowers are developed at the apical position. In some of the plants, the flowers are developed at the axillary position. Here, this is nothing but inflorescence region. From the inflorescence region, the entire flower is developed. Actually, at the base of the flower, a small leaf-like structure is present, that is called bract. Here, if bract is present, the type of the flowers are called bracteole. The type of the flowers are called bracteate flowers. If bract is absent, the type of the flowers are called ebracteate flowers. Next one, in between the bract and thalamus region, some of the thalamus region, a small leaves-like structures are present. That leaf-like structures are present. That leaf-like structures are known as bracteoles. Here, bracteoles are present just below the thalamus region. If bracteoles are present, that type of the flowers are called bracteolate flowers. If bracteoles are absent, that type of the flowers are called ebracteolate flowers. Here, bracteoles are present. Here, bracteoles are present in only some of the plants. Next one, already in first year, you have studied the anterior side of the flower and the posterior side, or mother side of the flower. How to find out the anterior side of the flower? How to find out the posterior side of the flower? Here, this is nothing but the flower project towards the bract side. The flower project towards the bract side. That is called anterior side. This is called anterior side. This is called posterior side, or mother axis side. Next one. Here, the whole of the flowers are grown on the expanded tip is also known as thalamus, torus, or receptacle. Next one, you know that if you see in one stem, in that stem, nodes and internodes are present. Leaves are always developed from the node region, like that in that flowers also. Four floral parts are present. The four floral parts are also developed from the node region. Where is the nodes are present? In that the nodes are present in the form of condensed manner. Here in that place the nodes are present. That nodes are present in the form of condensed manner. Actually, sepal is developed from one node region, petal is developed from one node region, stem is developed from one node region, and carpels are also developed from one node region. Total 4 nodes are present in the form of condensed manner. First of all, sepal. The first whorl of the flower is called calyx. The first whorl of the flower is called calyx. What is the main important functions of the calyx? Calyx is helpful for protections of the flower in bud condition, as well as due to the presence of the chlorophyll, calyx is helpful for photosynthesis process. One more important point. Most of the plant bodies after fertilization, calyx is completely degenerate. But in some of the plants after fertilization, the persistent calyx is present. The persistent calyx is mostly present in Solanaceae group of the plants, like the chili, tomato, brinjal. In the plants after fertilization, persistent calyx is present. The second whorl of the flower is called corolla. The second whorl of the flower is called corolla. The corolla appears as a different color. How to corolla appears as a different color? Because of due to the presence of different types of the pigments. Due to the presence of different types of the pigments, the corolla appears as a different colors. What is the main important functions of the corolla? The corolla helpful for pollination. The corolla helpful for pollination. How to corolla helpful for pollination? Due to the presence of different types of the pigments, the corolla attract the different types of the insects and birds for pollination purpose. Next one. The third is male reproductive whorl of stamens is called ambition. The third is male reproductive whorl of stamens is called ambition. It produces the microspores and pollen grains which contain male gametes. One more. Next one. The fourth is female reproductive whorl of carpel is gynoecium. The fourth is female reproductive whorl of carpel is gynoecium. It produces the megaspores which contain female gametes. Here, amblyopsis and gynoecium combine together to form and also act as a essential organ. Amblyopsis and gynoecium directly involve the pollination and fertilization, but here calyx and corollas are not involved the pollination and fertilization. Here, which part of the flower indirectly involve the pollination and fertilization? Calyx and corolla. The calyx and corolla calling as non-essential organ. The first whorl of the flower is calyx. The second whorl of the flower is corolla. The third whorl of the flower is androecium. Androecium is a third whorl of the flower and first whorl of the essential organ. Gynoecium is a fourth whorl of the flower and second whorl of the essential organ. Here, this is about the brief. Okay, the brief explain the structure of the flower. Here, see this one here. This is nothing but branch, brachioles. Okay, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Next one. Much before, next one, pre-fertilization structures and events. Much before the actual flower seen on a plant, the ability that the plant is going to flower have it take place. Once again, much before the actual flower seen on a plant, that ability that the flower is going to flower, the plant is going to flower, how takes place. How to develop the flowers in plant body? Several hormonal and structural changes are initiated which lead to differentiation and finally development of the plural primordium. Plural primordium is nothing but a young bud. Later the inflorescences are found which bear floral buds. Then the floral buds are developed into flowers. Actually, in that flower, the male and female reproductive organs is androecium and gynoecium. Androecium and gynoeciums are differentiated and developed. Here, first of all, androecium. Androecium is a whorl of stamens. Androecium is a whorl of stamens which represent the male reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ. Next one. Second one is called gynoecium. Gynoecium is a whorl of carpels which represent the female reproductive organ. Female reproductive organ. Here, the male and female reproductive structure of the flower is called androecium and gynoecium. Androecium is a whorl of stamens which represent the male reproductive organ. Gynoecium is a whorl of carpels which represent the female reproductive organs. Next one. The next concept is stamen. A typical stamen it consisting of two parts. Filament and the filament is a long, slender and stalk-like structure. The filament is present in between anther and thalamus. The apical portion or the terminal portions of the filament, a bilobed structure is present that is also known as anther. The proximal end of the filament or the lower portions of the filament attached to thalamus or petal of the flower. Very important in English. The proximal end or the lower portions of the end of the filament is attached to thalamus or petal of the flower. Next one. Here, a typical angiospermic anther has two lobes or two thecas. A typical angiospermic anther has two lobes or two theca. This is one lobe. One lobe is represented to one theca. This is one more lobe. Due to the presence of two theca, that's why it is called dithecous anther. Most of the angiospermic plants, dithecous anthers are present. In some of the plants, especially hibiscus, the anther is in hibiscus only one theca is present. Only one lobe is present. That's why it is also known as monothecous anther. Monothecous anthers are mostly present in hibiscus, moringa, and one more is called wolffia. one more is called Wolffia. Monotheous anthers are present in hibiscus, moringa and Wolffia. Next one. Here, this is one dithecous anther. The transverse sections of the dithecous anther. Here, each lobe, it consisting of 2 microsporangium or 2 pollen sacs. This is one microsporangium, this is one microsporangium, this is one microsporangium, this is one microsporangium. Microsporangiums are located at the corners of each lobe of dithecous anther. Next one, 4 microsporangiums are present in dithecous anther. 2 lobes are present in dithecous anther. 2 thecas are present in dithecous anther. 1 theca is present in monothecous anther. 1 lobe is present in monothecous anther. And 2 pollen sacs are present in monothecous anther. 4 pollen sacs are present in dithecous anther. 2 pollen sacs are present in monothecous anther. And later, inside of the microsporangium, many number of microspore mother cells are present. The microspore mother cells, it undergoes meiosis division to form microspores or pollen grain. This is about that stamen.